We're really at a critical point, aren't we, in the global fight against cancer?
Absolutely. But it feels like, well, two sides of a coin.
Yeah, like amazing science moving incredibly fast, but also this huge growing human cost.
Right.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the sources on prevention, treatment, research, trying to figure out what really matters now.
Yeah, our goal is basically to cut through all the information overload. There's just so much out there. We want to pull out the key insights, give you a shortcut, really, to understanding the big shifts happening in oncology.
Okay, so let's start with the current picture. The scale is, well, it's huge. In 2022, 20 million new cases globally.
And nearly 10 million deaths, 9.7 million.
And here's something that jumped out at me. Lung cancer. 2.5 million new cases. It was the most common and the leading cause of death.
More deadly than breast cancer.
Exactly. Even though breast cancer incidence was a bit higher, why is lung cancer so much deadlier? Is it detection, treatment?
It's largely both. Big challenges in catching it early and then having effective treatment paths ready.
Okay.
And if you look bigger picture, I mean, the U.S. has seen a great drop, like 33% fewer deaths since 91.
That's significant progress.
It is. But globally, the burden's projected to jump maybe 77% by 2050.
Wow.
And you see this weird prevention paradox. In low HDI countries, fewer women get diagnosed with breast cancer initially,
Okay.
but a much higher percentage of those diagnosed actually die from it. It just screams lack of screening, late diagnosis.
Right. So what does this mean for you listening? It points to these really deep inequities.
Definitely.
WHO data shows lung cancer services are, 4 to 7 times more likely to be covered in high-income countries?
Yeah, and things like stem cell transplants.
Yeah.
12 times more likely. It's stark.
And even within the U.S., you see it. Non-Hispanic Black men are more than twice as likely to die from prostate cancer than white men.
It's not just medicine. It's systemic barriers. Access.
Okay, but let's shift gears. There is good news, especially in prevention, right?
Oh, absolutely. Over half of all cancers. Preventable. Things we can actually change.
Like quitting tobacco, lifestyle changes.
Exactly. And vaccinations. HPV, hepatitis B, super effective, but just critically underused in many parts of the world. Think cervical cancer in sub-Saharan Africa.
Such a missed opportunity. And what about finding cancer earlier, these new tests?
The multi-cancer detection tests, MCDs, or liquid biopsies.
Gallery, CancerSeek, those kinds of things.
Precisely. They're trying to find signs of many cancers from just one blood draw, even cancers we don't normally screen for.
That sounds revolutionary.
It is promising. A fundamental shift.
Yeah.
But, we have to be clear. They're still investigational. Sensitivity varies. And what good is detection without effective follow-up?
True. Need the whole pathway. Okay, so detection's changing. What about treatment?
That's another area undergoing a massive transformation.
Yeah.
Precision oncology.
Tailoring treatment to the tumor's specific genes.
Exactly. And immunotherapies. They're game changers. Personalized RNA vaccines, for instance.
It's the ones for melanoma, showing really good results.
Impressive results. A 44% lower risk of recurrence when used with checkpoint inhibitors. Those are drugs that sort of take the brakes off the immune system.
Right.
There's even funding now for the world's first preventative ovarian cancer vaccine.
Preventative, wow. But I remember reading these personalized vaccines are incredibly expensive.
They can be. Over $100,000 per patient sometimes. That's the tension, right?
Yeah.
But there's also research into off-the-shelf, universal vaccines, looking at the dark genome for targets.
The dark genome, parts of DNA we used to ignore.
Pretty much. And checkpoint inhibitors. Outstanding results in some cancers, like certain colorectal cancers, reducing mortality by up to 43%. But they have their own side effects.
And CAR T-cell therapy, great for blood cancer.
Remarkable success there, yeah. 80-90% remission rates. But solid tumors, much tougher because of that protective tumor microenvironment.
So how do we get around cancer's ability to adapt and resist?
Well, that leads us to things like gene editing. CRISPR-Cas9 gives us this incredible precision to actually rewrite the cancer's code.
Even boosting Schrader T-cells with it.
Exactly. And combination therapies are now standard. It's like a chess game, using multiple attacks, often boosted by nanotechnology for better drug delivery.
And AI is playing a huge role now, too, isn't it?
Oh, massively. In diagnostics, think of AI as a super perceiver.
Like the Google DeepMind results for mammograms. Fewer false positives and fewer false negatives.
By quite a bit, yeah. 5.7% fewer false positives, 9.4% fewer false negatives. It sees patterns humans might miss. And in drug discovery, it's accelerating everything.
Generating hypotheses faster, maybe cutting trial costs?
Potentially, yes. And bioinformatics, using comprehensive genomic profiling, that's turning raw genetic data into real actionable insights for your treatment. It's moving from research to standard care.
Okay, so the science is incredible, but there's a huge cost, not just financial, but human.
The economic burden is projected to be astronomical, $25.2 trillion globally by 2050.
Trillion. And that hits patients directly, this financial toxicity.
It does. Around 37% delaying or even skipping care because they just can't afford it. It's the paradox of progress.
And beyond money, the psychological toll, anxiety, depression, it's immense.
It really is. About 3 in 10 patients with anxiety, 2 in 10 with depression. And while doctors know empathy helps outcomes,
almost all of them, 94% believe it helps.
right, but nearly half feel their training actually limits that emotional connection. It's a real challenge for providing truly holistic care.
So wrapping this up, we've seen these amazing scientific wins, gene editing, AI, incredible stuff.
But also these persistent, deeply human issues. Access, fairness, the emotional weight of it all.
Yeah.
So the future, it seems, isn't just about faster discoveries. It's fundamentally about making sure those discoveries reach people equitably, accessibly, and with compassion.
That really brings us to a crucial point. Here's something for you to think about. As science keeps pushing what's possible in cancer care, how do we make absolutely sure these technological marvels don't just end up widening the gap between those who can get life-saving treatment and those who simply can't?